Welcome to DayBreak. Joe Young, manager for the Village of Oxford. Joe Frost, the executive director of the Downtown Development Authority. We're glad to be here with you this week to let you know the happenings and things coming here in our Oxford community. And Joe, we got concerts in the parks going already.
Concerts in the park is in full swing. The weather is good, and that's always good for the Concerts in the Park series. So Thursdays, every Thursday from June until August 25th, we have a concert right downtown in Centennial Park. So the next one will be June 30th, and this is a band called the Safety Bricks, and they're going to be playing some folk, blues, and rock music. Okay. And the following week, July 7th, the Lapeer Symphony Orchestra. July 14th, the Tommy Steele Band. For those of you who are country music fans, the Tommy Steele Band is one that should not be missed. He's certainly an up-and-coming star. He lives in the Holly area, so he's a local guy, but he does a lot of work in Nashville as well. So opportunity to see an amazing rock, country rock. Yep. Yeah. July 21st, Denise Davis and the Motor City Sensations, kind of an R&B and blues right out of Detroit. And July 28th, the Blue Water Ramblers, which is folk and bluegrass. So many thanks to our various sponsors, the Village of Oxford, Levy Corporation, American Aggregates, the Ox Bar and Grill. The Ox is an incredible sponsor to have because they're right there overlooking Centennial Park. So feel free to grab an appetizer, grab a meal, bring it to the park, get it to go. But please do support the Ox because they're supporting us. Oxford Bank is another key sponsor for this event, and they are on hand at each concert with their popcorn machine.
Yep, that's great.
Free popcorn.
Yeah.
Joe is on hand from the Village with balloons.
Oh yeah, balloons and the bubbles tonight.
The kids love that, and I know my youngsters do. So, and don't forget that the Oxford Open Air Market takes place alongside the concert. So this is a farmer's market, a little bit of everything, homemade, homegrown, and the market runs from 4 to 9 p.m. So crafts, gifts, honey, some produce, and much more. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah, they're there on Thursdays, and then Saturdays they're at the park also.
That's
from
right.
10 to
10 to I wrote it down 10 to 3 in Centennial Park on Saturdays. So two chances to hit the farmers market, one during the concerts and one on Saturdays. Now we also have coming up the Seymour Celebration. Yes. Seymour Celebration takes place at Seymour Lake Park. This is an event put on by the Oxford Township Parks and Recreation Department. Their key sponsors are Meyer and Genesis and Home Depot. So this is taking place Thursday, July 7th, Friday, July 8th, and Saturday, July 9th. And there's fireworks on Friday and Saturday for this event. So be sure to check that out. Huge carnival. There's all sorts of things going on. There's a hot air balloon launch on Thursday evening, carnival rides. There's free parking during the daytime. Clean Sweep Community Sale, Diamond Classic Baseball Tournament, Home Depot's Kids Corner. There's music and much, much more. And at Concerts in the Park, the Parks and Rec folks are going to join us this evening. I know that it'll be after the fact, by the time our viewers see this, but they're going to be at the park, the concerts in Centennial Park the next couple weeks to help promote the Seymour celebration. So
it's a big event, and the fireworks on Saturday night are awesome. They're expecting around 15,000 people for the event, and that baseball tournament is something new, I think, that's going to bring in a lot of people from out of town. So be a lot of activity and great things to enjoy, as Joe was just saying. That's right. So be sure to mark that down for July 7th, 8th, and 9th. So, and then coming in August, we've got the Lone Ranger Festival and Parade, and that's the first Saturday in August, August 6th. Starts at 10 o'clock. The parade's at 11, and it goes until 5 o'clock. We're going to have bigger and better every year. We've got about 60 entries in the parade already. We're going to have a kids corral area with some special activities for kids. We're going to have riding bull, electric bull. There is part of it. They're going to have a ninja obstacle course. We're going to have a lot more animals this year, so we're hoping to have some piglets there for the kids to pet.
A little bit of everything.
Some alpacas and, of course, horses. And the Lapeer County Model Patrol will be there with their horses. And, of course, the Lone Ranger and Tonto. So we're excited about that event coming up. Again, that's Saturday, August 6th. There's going to be a horseshoe tournament, too, this year. We're going to get that organized. Music will be by the Third Degree Burns, the Dixieland Band, and more. So lots of great things to enjoy on that day. That night before, we've got a dinner, fundraiser dinner at Indianwood Golf Course, Country Club, where we're going to have Abraham Lincoln and his wife there to speak with us and have dinner and music that evening. It's at, again, Friday, August 5th. It starts at 5:30, dinner's at 7. It's $60 a couple, and tickets are available. Yet, just call the number. Well, the Lone Ranger Festival 2016 at eventbrite.com is where you can get the information on that particular event. So if you're interested in being in the parade, we got opportunities to be there. If you want to be a vendor, Salvage Sisters is coordinating all the vendors for us this year. So if you're interested in being in
the
that.
cool thing about this event, there's many opportunities to get involved.
Oh, yes.
Either marching in the parade or as a vendor. If you're a business, you're located downtown, that's where all the activities are taking place. Think about having a sale or a special.
Sure.
I know some businesses are going to have like Funky Monkey toys. They're going to have themed toys, cowboy hats and masks and things like that. Maybe it's a window display. That's something special. So be thinking about that in preparation for the festival.
All right, great. And then that morning, the Oxford Addison Youth Assist is having a 5K run in the morning starting at 9 o'clock. There's, again, starting at the Oxford Middle School, and then you end up at Centennial Park. And then Gen X Limousine's going to take you back to your car at the middle school. So we want to thank Gen X Limousine for that. And I forgot to mention our sponsors for the Lone Ranger Parade, but we have Genesis Credit Union, we have Saradan Construction, Nickel and Sapphire, our insurance agent. Of course, Oxford Bank is letting us use their property for that big event there. That'll be a big event. So we got lots of sponsors and activities to enjoy again on that day. With the 5K run in the morning, well, Friday night we have the dinner with the president, and then the 5K in the morning, and then the festival morning with the parade at 11. The Oxford Tap is going to be having a stage as well, and I believe they're going to have Joe Kane. He's a country rock singer that'll be there that evening.
Are they also having a beer tent?
Oh, yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it'll be a great time for that weekend coming up again in August. And since Debbie's not here from the Chamber, I did want to mention they do have a Coffee Connect coming up on July 12th. That's Tuesday, July 12th at 8 o'clock at Crossroads for Youth. So it's an opportunity to network with the Chamber members, but also check out the Crossroads for Youth facility where it's a great thing they want to show off their new arrangement up there. They have a new library out there. I heard about that too. So anyway, we'll be back in a few minutes with further updates for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get closer.
Hey Oxford, looking for something exciting to do this summer? Come out to the 8th Annual Seymour Celebration. This 3-day family event will be July 7th, July 8th, and July 9th at Seymour Lake Township Park. The event will start on July 7th with the Meyer Family Movie Night showing Minions at dusk, as well as the Skirbeck Carnival getting on the way. On Friday, July 8th, we'll have live entertainment along with the carnival and the Meyerwork fireworks at dusk. On Saturday, July 8th, the Community Clean Sweep will take place, as well as the Diamond Classic Baseball Tournament, Home Depot Kids Corner, and other family activities. That evening will conclude with the Genesis Credit Union Family Fireworks at dusk. If you'd like to buy a pre-carnival wristband, those can be done now by visiting oxparkrec.org or SeymourCelebration.com. Pre-sale wristbands are $3 off and can be used any of the 3 days for children as well as adults. For further information of this community event, please call the Parks and Recreation Department at 248-628-1720, or once again, visit us at our website, oxparkrec.org or SeymourCelebration.com. Thank you.
Welcome back to Daybreak. Joe Young here with Joe Frost. And Joe, you're going to give us some updates on the recent DDA board meeting and activities you got going on there.
For those of you who don't know, our Downtown Development Authority board meets the third Monday of each month. And those are public meetings. They're open to the public, and we encourage the public and our business owners to attend. It's always good to have some input and so forth. At our most recent meeting, we pulled the trigger on some new banners for downtown.
Oh, yes, right.
Excuse me. We're getting new banners that have the logo that's been designed a few years ago. So there'll be a blue background and the nice script Oxford that kind of matches some of the other things that we're doing. And we're going to get 24 of those, kind of for everyday use, and then we're going to get 24 holiday banners that will work for, that holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and kind of a wintry theme. So be sure to check those out. They should be going up. We're going to be ordering them here in the next week or so. So we anticipate those new banners will be up and running, hopefully in time for the Lone Ranger festivities.
Yes, that'd be great.
Another thing we discussed at our board meeting was the M24 rebuild. And I know we've been talking about this for some time, and it's still in the design phase, as most of us know, but at some point that's going to happen. So the DDA is being proactive, and we even set aside some funds to start to build the foundation and build the seed for an eventual match for a grant. Now, again, this is a few years out, and our thinking is that if we start planning for the future now, we'll have the funds available when we need those a few years from now. So I think it's a good opportunity to kind of think ahead.
Right. Well, those funds are for an enhancement grant to add such things as street lighting and landscaping and other amenities that make it really give a great historic character and charm. And if people have interest or have suggestions of things to look at, I know we did a study a few years ago, but now we, like you say, getting it down and putting it down and writing exactly what we'd like to see. And
as the design phase kind of moves forward, MDOT and the firm that they're working with, they're going to have some public meetings, and they're going to want to hear from you folks exactly what we want the downtown to look like. And part of that too, as many of you know, we're a Main Street Oakland County community. We're a select level community, which means that's kind of the higher level, and as such we get certain services, one of which is a tech visit. So they come up, they'll hire a consultant and give us some sort of technical support, and the DDA board voted to use our tech visit for a visioning session of downtown. And I think some of this kind of goes hand in hand with the M24 improvements, but also to map out what projects and improvements and development, et cetera, we want to see downtown. Now, some of this is in the master plan, but kind of merge it all together and really to get out of it sort of a strategic plan for the Downtown Development Authority. And speaking about development, we always have properties available within the downtown and beyond. And if you're looking for a property to either start a business, upgrade your business, grow, or start from scratch, there's opportunities. So on our website, downtownoxford.org, under our business tab, there's an available properties list, and so there's some properties on there. 40 North Washington is available. That's former Lulu's Fish Market. 117 South Washington, there's an upstairs unit available in the White House Court shops. 2B South Washington, that's above Wireless Toys, will be available in the next couple weeks. 21 North Washington, the old Curve storefront, is available as well. That's just to name a few. Marketplace at the south end has some space available as well. So it's an opportunity to grow. Again, if you're an entrepreneur starting out or have a business that needs a bigger location, feel free to check out our website. We can be a resource to assist. There's some new businesses that have come in as well. 15 South Washington, there's the Mystic Moon Shop. They do a little bit of jewelry and gifts and things of that nature. Above there, Sacred Serenity. They're kind of a blend between massage therapy, and they even do massage therapy for pets.
Really?
So if you need a massage, or your dog, or both, be sure to check out Sacred Serenity. Beyond the Ears will be opening soon at 40 North Washington. That is the former site of the Villa DeGucci shop. Villa DeGucci has moved across the street to their own building, and Beyond the Ears is a hunting apparel shop. So if you're a hunter,
and accessories,
be sure to check that out. And it really proves the point that downtown Oxford has something for everyone. You can get your hair done. You can go across the street and buy jewelry. You can get insurance. You can get flowers for your wife, photos. I mean, you name it. You can do it right in the heart of our community in downtown Oxford. So there's a lot to offer, and things just continue to grow. We even have 11 restaurants, so there's no shortage of things to do. So that's a couple of things that have been going on. I know the village has been working on their master plan, and right now we're in a public comment period, which is lasting, 60 days?
Yes.
So I'll let Joe talk about the master plan.
Sure. Well, part of the master plan, as Joe pointed out, is for the development concepts of specific areas in the village, and we've targeted 3 different areas: the east, west, and south of the village, most of which are in the DDA district. Such projects as the DayBreak project, we've already moving forward on that. We just had a public hearing on that development, so that's a plan that's been on the books. We're hoping to come see to fruition, just as we are with our master plan and the concepts that are proposed here. Because, for example, at Oxford Bank, we have in the concept plan that there could be a 5-story building, a part of which could be a hotel. Because you can do 5 stories along the 2 main blocks downtown, and it takes those kind of concepts and seeing what we can do for not only retail and business, but also residential, apartments, condominiums. Because I know it's part of DayBreak's project is office, retail, and condominiums. So that's a good mix to help again grow the downtown and our village and what we have to offer. The master plan itself, there will be public hearings. There's another meeting on July 11th. That's the next meeting, and there's an opportunity before the meeting starting at 5 o'clock to sit in and visit with the consultant from McKenna and go over the plan, and it deals with both the Parks and Recreation plan, the transportation plan, and then these 3 development areas. So it's a good opportunity to see what's going on, and or stop in the office and see us. And on the transportation plan, one of the big things ties into that, of course, is the M24 design project. And the master plan is looking at the circulation all the way around, including for bicycles, as well as trying to be more pedestrian friendly. And we are looking at the concept calls for making perhaps Denison and Stanton one way for the first block or so we can get a traffic signal there with a left turn lane, because MDOT doesn't allow you to have left turn lanes and traffic signals on this. You have to have a left turn lane on the side streets unless it's a one-way street. But we'll come back in a few minutes and bring you up to date further on other developments and activities going on in our community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Canine Stray Rescue is Oxford's own local dog rescue. Each year they take in hundreds of dogs and bring them into suitable homes. A certified nonprofit organization, Canine Dog Rescue strives to give pound dogs a new leash on life. To donate, adopt, or even volunteer, call them at 248-628-0435 or go to their website, dogsaver.org, and click on the Canine Stray Rescue League link.
Welcome back to Daybreak. I'm Joe Young with Joe Frost. We were just talking about the master plan and developments that are on the concept plan, but also some that are underway. And we mentioned the Dave Weckel project, and maybe we can talk a little bit more specifically about that, because part of that includes parking.
It does include parking. So many years ago, the DDA purchased some land on East Burdick Street, and for the purpose of creating more municipal parking. So the lots were kind of split in half, and the southern parts of those lots created more municipal parking for the downtown area. And the north part of the lots that front right on the East Burdick Street, have been vacant for some years now.
10 years.
And so the plan is to swap that land as an incentive to Mr. Dave Weckel. He's a local developer and builder, and in exchange for additional municipal parking. So we think it's a great opportunity. We're going to grow the parking lots to the east of downtown, sort of that southeast quadrant, and there's going to be more parking available, not only for the newly constructed buildings, but also for use of the existing buildings and infrastructure. So
about 58 spaces,
58 spaces, that's right. And it's going to build the capacity of downtown from a number of standpoints. Number one, there will be additional parking. Number two, this development includes some residential condos on the third floors. And, you know, it's really key in a downtown to get sort of that mixed use, where not only do you have storefronts and offices, but you have people living downtown. That's critical to some of the nightlife, and you know, people come home, they decide, you know what, it's a good evening to go to concerts in the park, walk down the concerts in the park, or walk into one of the many establishments downtown. So we think it's going to be nothing but good for the businesses in downtown to build the capacity, build the number of residents in downtown, and it's going to extend you know, the storefronts, if you will, along East Burdick Street. So the project is still in the development phase. We had a public hearing just the other day at the Village Planning Commission, but it's still got some ways to go. You know, there needs to be site plan approval, and some agreements need to be you know, decided on with the Planning Commission and the Village Council. The DDA has approved the PUD agreement already, so it's just going to kind of got to go through the process at this point. So 3 buildings, 3 stories, at least that's the plan right now. That may change depending on demand, market demand. And what we're going to do on our downtown development website, as this thing starts to unfold, under the business tab, we're going to put a coming soon. And that's going to show some of the architectural renderings, the site plan, and the benefits to the downtown. So stay tuned, because there's going to be more information coming out about this project.
Well, we've got 3 projects that are in construction right now. Oxford TAP is expanding to the south of CamLogic, and they're getting ready to dig the water connection. They have to expand their water capacity for fire protection, and they'll be expanding and remodeling. They're moving their kitchen and their restrooms, so it'll be a much nicer, bigger facility. So Louie and Mike are doing a great job with that, and hopefully we'll get that up soon and running. Likewise, we have 2 microbreweries coming that have their permits in process. The Homegrown Brewing, which is going to be in the former Vets Hall, and that's moving along with the Falling Down Brewery, which is where right next to the school, but AAA Insurance is there right now. A Dave Weckel project, so we're looking forward to that. Those 2 developments come forward. Hopefully soon maybe they'll have something open for the Lone Ranger Festival, at least as a preview what might be happening, but hopefully this fall we'll have all those taken care of. Meanwhile, we also have on the other side of the street down the road is Becker Eye Care is under construction, and they now have some walls put up on that building, and we're looking forward to them to get that completed and ready here again by fall or sooner. So we've got some major developments going on in the village and some potential ones. And as we said, the master plan has a concept for many, many more. Because our build out in the village, we're not even built out half of what our total capacity could be. So not only in development, but also in population. So we have a lot of opportunities for growth, and we're doing all we can to help move that along. We have McKenna Associates that now is handling not only our planning and development, but also our building inspection services. And we've recently streamlined that, and the forms will be updated and online to help move that along. So we're looking forward to having that help move us forward under our One Stop Ready program, which is through Oakland County to help be more business friendly and not have any delays in projects for what people need to get their businesses open, because that's the key point is when can I be open and ready to bring in revenue, start covering all the investment costs they've incurred over this time. So lots of great things happening. I do have a couple notes for the village to share with you. One, most importantly, I want to make sure you're aware of, but the water and sewer bills, we're looking at changing the rates, and that'll be addressed by the council. But in the meantime, for your sewer credit for sprinkling your water or filling your pool, you now need to fill out a form to apply for that. And that's for residential only. So if you don't have a separate meter for your sprinkler, which some places do, but most don't, you need to come in, and the form is online also. It's called a sewer discount credit for summer usage. It's for the usage for June, July, and August. Your sewer will be based on the average of the other 9 months of your sewer. Your water, of course, will be based on the water, but you'll get a discount for the sewer, so you won't be paying for sewer because it didn't go in the ground. It didn't go down the sewer system, it went into the ground. So be sure to come in and check that out and get that form, or go online and check that out. Speaking going online and checking our website, we do have a new website design that Michelle Overton from OCS Design put together for us. Much nicer layout, easier to follow, and right up front is the forms and downloads, and then public hearing notices and information about the village. So you might want to check that out, as well as the DDA website, as Joe mentioned earlier, about a lot of available properties, other information.
There's always something new going up there on a fairly regular basis.
Right.
So.
And then you have Facebook you posted.
We do,
too, right?
yeah. Downtown Oxford is our Facebook page, just Downtown Oxford, one word. We also have an Instagram account at Downtown Oxford. So, and just remind the public, if you are out and about in downtown, whether it's concerts or whether it's a meal at one of the restaurants, and you post something to social media, feel free to use the hashtag Downtown Oxford, because people can click on that. If you know anything about hashtags, you can click on that, and then you can see all the different posts from Downtown Oxford. So we're continuing to get the word out. We're at about a little over 1,100 followers on Facebook, which is incredible. When I took this role last July, we had 200 followers, and so we're continuing to build that capacity. And the more followers we get, the better it is for downtown, more visibility. So we'll keep doing what we're doing, and encourage you folks to participate in social media.
Yeah, speaking of that, July, we're coming to your first anniversary, right, Joe?
We are.
You started
July
a year
6th, a year ago.
Wow, time goes quickly.
It's a quick year, yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah, I just celebrated my 12th anniversary here, and it's hard to believe it's been 12 years, but time does go quickly. But we did want to mention one other thing before we close. The Village Council did approve the proceed with the process of transferring dispatch communications to Oakland County. So that just happened this past week, so we're going to be in the process of proceeding with the steps necessary to make that transition. It's expected to be accomplished by next July 2017. We got a number of details to work out, and of course union negotiations, and then seeking employment for the people that would be displaced by us consolidating with Oakland County Dispatch. We're looking to save around $200,000 annually by going to the county. It's nice and great to have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week dispatch person there on site, but the cost of keeping that versus paying $30,000 to the county is quite significant. So the council's given direction to proceed with that plan, and we'll give you more information on it as it progresses. But with that, we want to close and wish you a great week and hope to see you Thursday at Concerts in the Park.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.